Gang Minecrafters, this is MC Rep, and as you know, the Nether update is finally coming out today. Amidst all this excitement, there is one huge problem with this. If you're new to the channel, you might not know that I'm a huge fan of Nether only survival and Nether challenges, and so I've been spending a lot of time in the Nether, to the point where the overworld is actually looking pretty weird to me, and I really don't want to be there anymore. But the problem is, as you can see on the screen, mushrooms are not growing in the Nether. And as you see, if you've seen my Nether survival guide, then you know how vital mushrooms are to Nether survival. Without mushrooms being able to grow at a very fast pace using bone meal, we don't have a very early game reliable food source. Hunting hoglins is extremely difficult without proper gear, and rotten flesh is probably just as dangerous. We need to make sure that we get awareness for this problem because we need this fixed as early as possible. I'm desperately hoping that this is not a intended change. I'm really hoping that, with the release candidate and, just as developments go on, bugs arise, that this is just another one of the small issues. But I think if this isn't fixed, it causes much bigger issues. I've been trying to do some getting back into the Minecraft, and I stumbled upon it, and I was like, what am I supposed to do running out of mushrooms? And I found it online, so I'm glad I wasn't the only one. But it also sucks because it's an actual issue that's affecting multiple people, and I want to make sure that I spread awareness about this so that we can all go on here, upvote this issue, and hopefully get this fixed as soon as possible. I think this is extremely major to the Nether since there is no other food source, and I think that in a Nether only survival challenge, the ability to harvest the many crops the Nether offers, especially the warp blocks, and put them into a composter, get the bone meal, and then apply it to the mushrooms to turn that one mushroom into, I would say, an average of 13, we can actually survive in the Nether long term. But without that, you have to try to early game, use your wooden sword to hunt the hoglins, like setting up a trap, which isn't the most difficult thing to do, but I even wouldn't suggest going into the Crimson Forest biomes early game, given that you need to make sure that you find gold as soon as possible to even live there with the piglins, and then the hoglins spawning there frequently is equally dangerous, especially with extremely little gear. I mean, the lowest armor you can get is gold armor, and that takes a good amount of mining to do that you can't do around piglins, which can spawn both in the Nether wastes sparingly and in the Crimson Forest quite often. So I think that this kind of changes the dynamic of Nether only survival in a huge way. Surprisingly, that mushrooms were so vital to it, but I think that I won't even be able to start my own Let's Play of another only survival challenge without this fixed. So I'll still be probably playing in my solo world on Minecraft Bedrock once I get it downloaded on there. Since I already have an established world, I'll just be playing on there, and you guys will probably see that. But as for my Nether only survival challenge, which I'll probably do on Java Edition, I need this issue fixed as soon as possible. Hopefully it is fixed. Hopefully this is not intended. As it says on the issue, they've been trying to grow it on dirt blocks and it's not working. And I've been doing it on pretty much Nether related blocks, just netherrack, and I think it can grow on blackstone as well. And I know from playing in the snapshots that it has done that before. I've done Nether only survival, used bone meal on the mushrooms with no dirt or mycelium or anything, and it grows. So yeah, hopefully this is fixed, because I mean the amount of scavenging you'd have to do in order to have a reliable food source before you can actually reliably kill hoglins on a consistent basis is it's a pretty big gap. It's a pretty big gap. So excited for the Nether update. So excited for the Nether update. So hyped. And you guys will be seeing that soon. But this has to get fixed first. So if you agree, please go on to this site and upvote the problem, and let's see what we can do to make sure that this is fixed. That's going to be all from me, Minecraft. Just remember the rules. Don't be a Fortnite fool, Hytzo hypocrite, or a Roblox reject. Always be an amazing Minecraft master. Stay blocky.